I want your opinion on something as a female. As a woman. I don't like when I say that. I was having a conversation with someone recently, and we were joking because they were saying that there's a guy they know at the gym that very clearly wants to hook up with them and like makes comments about it as if they're joking, even though she knows they're serious.
This is your friend that's told you this?
Yeah, I would say her friend.
Okay, so there's somebody at the gym.
So there's someone at the gym that she knows.
Okay.
That she considers a gym friend.
But he makes sexual jokes?
He will make like passing jokes about the way she looks at the gym or in her gym clothes or like parts of her body. And I think he thinks he's being funny, but she can tell like obviously he would hook up with her in a millisecond if she wanted to.
Uh-huh.
And then as I was like probing her about why she hasn't said something or like why she hasn't thrown the flag because this behavior is inappropriate, she was like, oh, well, he's hot.
Oh.
And so that ultimately brings me to the question, like, walk me through that mentally. Like, to what extent does hotness excuse inappropriate behavior? And also explain to me why for some women you might not be putting a kibosh on the behavior because this person is hot, but at the same time you don't actually like want to hook up with them. Like she almost said it in the way where it was just like a transactional statement. She was like, "Oh, well, he's hot." And I was like, "Yeah, but like, are you into him? Do you want to go out with him? Do you want to hook up?" She was like, "No."
No.
And I'm like, "So, okay, so he's hot, but he makes comments that are
inappropriate." She probably would.
I don't think so.
Or else she wouldn't even give him, like, the thing with that is, like,
what is, like, where do the scales tip? When, like, how ugly do you have to be for the behavior to be inappropriate?
Well, I don't know. That, like, never has happened to me before because I, like, the only people that have been, like, inappropriate like that to me in a sexual way are usually just, like, my guy friends.
Mm. But it's, like, actually a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke. But, like, I don't know. I feel like if they're friendly and she would have had to, like, have kind of given the hint that she doesn't care.
I think she gives off the impression that
she doesn't care. So that's why he keeps doing it. And if she laughs and, like, gives it back to him or,
but that's
like,
the thing. I don't think she gives it back to him.
Well, or if she just, like, laughs and, like,
I think she's just trying,
back, then
I think she's just trying to, like, almost ignore it in a way. You know?
Choked, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a very awkward situation because it's like we don't love like confrontation, especially if you see this person regularly. If you say something like, "Hey, I really don't appreciate when you hang on," like, then it makes it like really uncomfortable for everybody involved. If it makes her genuinely uncomfortable, like I would just say avoid him at all costs, and then eventually, like, you know, when he says hi to you, just give him like.
I don't think she can avoid him though.
Yeah. Well, does she know when he, like, you have to know when he goes to the gym. Probably knows his schedule. You think or you know?
I don't know.
How do you not know if he works at the gym?
I didn't probe. I'm just trying.
But do you not know who he is? You've never seen him?
I don't know the details.
Oh.
We were just talking about this dynamic.
Oh, she brought it up to you?
Yeah.
And she's, like, uncomfortable by it?
Well, I was kind of giving her shit because I was like, how do we get there? Oh, she told me a story the last time we were talking about how he got her number.
Okay.
Through, like, the gym system.
Oh, you told me you said that last time. Yeah. That's creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't like that.
So, like, he must work there if he has access to the customer
or he
system.
asked them for it, which is even worse.
Well, then the person who gave it to him should be fired.
Yes. No, I mean, that's
But anyway,
like
that being said, I was like, I made some sort of joke about, like, how's your buddy doing who's so concerned about you? Remember, because I told you
she
that
wasn't there for a few weeks.
His excuse was that he was concerned about her. And that's when she was like, oh, he definitely just wants to fuck me. And, like, the way she said it like that, especially using that phrasing, like, it didn't shock me in the sense that I'm, like, you know, a super prude person.
Oh, wait, this is your gym date girl. You went on a date with her also. A gym date. And didn't you also go to the dog park with her?
Yeah, we went to the dog
this is
park.
the girl. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd call it a date. I don't want to box.
It was a date. She was the one that you went up to at the gym when you like made a move on and you texted me. You were so proud about it. You're like, dude, I finally like got somebody's number at the gym.
Yeah. So
why are you like trying to play coy?
I don't know.
Anywho,
I was just being coy.
You went on a date with this girl. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we were hanging out
But
it's like
Alex
very
wants
casual.
to compare dick sizes.
No.
Again.
No, I'd probably lose, honestly.
You think so?
I don't know. I'm a humble guy, you know. I'm not gonna assume.
No.
No, she wouldn't. Anyway, long story short, I was just very surprised. So it ultimately goes back to the question, like, how do women think about that? Like, to what extent does physical attraction change?
That is a very complex, like, psychological...
The way that you react to
I don't love it. If I don't really know the person that well, I, like, hate it. And I think that it's, like, growing up and just being sexually objectified pretty much your entire life.
Mm-hmm. Which most women are.
Some people, yeah, like, for example, though, like, my mom doesn't care. Like, if my mom is catcalled or hit on, like, she thinks it's a compliment. She's like, oh my God, but she's also my mom. And she's also, like, 60. So she's like, I'll get what I can take. For me, I'll
take what I can get.
Yeah, I'll get what I can take. I'll take what I'll take.
You just flipped it. That's cool.
I'll take what I can get.
I'll get what I can take. That was more aggressive.
I'll
take what I can get.
I have like one functioning brain cell left in my skull. So
you're like, you processing me correcting your grammar there was like in The Hangover when he's doing all the equations at the table. Or blackjack too.
It's like in SpongeBob when like his brain short circuits.
Yeah.
He forgets what a salad is. Yeah. And everything's on fire.
Yeah. 2 salads.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Are you Patrick Starr? Yes. And is this your wallet? It's not my wallet.
But it must be your wallet.
Is this your ID? Yes. I found it in this
must be your wallet.
It's not my wallet.
It's not my wallet. Is this the Krusty Krab? No. This is Patrick. So anyway, and I'm not trying to get all like, you know, philosophical here.
Let's do it.
But it literally comes to a point, right? And that's part of the reason why, like, I hated going to the gym because, like, you do accidentally end up forming those relationships where you're nice to somebody and they just take it the wrong way. And whether they're hot or they're ugly, it's still really awkward. Especially if you see them every day, especially if they work there. So it's like, I feel bad for her. Like, she seems cool about it and she seems like she really doesn't care, but that's one of those things that you just gotta...
she's super cool.
You gotta just kind of like ignore him. Like, so he texted her. She's probably gonna text her again. She's gonna have to ignore the next text messages. She's gonna try to like... what I would do is I would remember like when he's at the gym and avoid going during those times as much as possible.
So then would you agree, this is kind of where I was going, because
Would you agree? No, you don't confront them ever. And it doesn't matter if you're hot or you're not hot. It doesn't matter.
No, I know. I was going towards a different question. Sorry. Because I'm trying to create like a light bulb moment for some of the guys who might be watching. Would you agree that women can think men are hot but not be attracted to them?
Yes.
Exactly. Fellas, very important for you to understand. I think that concept is hard for us to understand because I think men, that Venn diagram is a lot more one circle as opposed to 2 circles with a little inner part where there's hot, attracted, and then there's the middle. Like, I think for a lot of guys, if I think you're hot, I'm attracted to you.
Yeah.
At least until you do something that makes me not attracted to you, like you say something or there's some sort of ick dynamic, whatever. But I think for a lot of guys, especially because women are naturally more selective, and also because as a guy, I think naturally we're programmed to feel like we have to like earn you in that way. Like there's some sort of like courtship or, you know, missing piece of the puzzle that we have to unlock or fit in to like get to that point where we can hook up with you or, you know, be on a certain level with you or whatever it may be. Like, I think a lot of guys assume if XYZ woman thinks I'm hot, she's attracted to me. And that's not
and
always
therefore
true.
wants to fuck me, which is also not always true.
Also not always true. Also not always true.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. It's also like...
That's why I don't walk around with my
like,
fucking chest in the air, because like I will say, if you know, put a gun to my head and like ask me my genuine opinion, I would say I'm above average looking. But I don't think that all of a sudden means that like everybody fucking chick who looks me wants to hook up with me. Yeah.
Correct. And I think that men are skewed in their perception of themselves. I think that a lot of men think that they are better looking than they actually are. Mm-hmm. And I can actually, like, there are so 100%. Many, I have an example based on my Hinge profile, because like one of my Hinge prompts was multiple choice, and it says like, we'll get along best, or we'll hit it off.
Yep.
If, and I have like A, B, C, and like A is if you're objectively attractive. And the amount of men that like responded to that, like, haha, I get like, just kind of acknowledging the fact that they think that they are objectively attractive. There was probably like one, barely, out of that, whoever responded to that, saying that they, like, who was, I thought was like, not even objectively attractive, but just like sort of attractive. It baffled me, the amount of men that responded to that were objectively, like, I would say, not attractive, and they, not even in an ironic way, like they said it in a serious way. Yeah, guys, by the way,
it's not hot if you're hot and you say you're hot.
That only girls can do that. That's only for girls to do.
100%.
Guys cannot acknowledge your
If you're a good-looking guy, my brother, don't talk about it.
Girls, though, if you're a good-looking girl,
talk about it.
Actually, every girl. I feel like every single girl has the capacity to be hot.
Oh, totally.
So I would, you know, like, I feel like we could all answer that question and be like, yep, objectively attractive. Girls are allowed to say that. Girls are allowed to talk about themselves as being pretty. Guys are not allowed to talk about themselves being handsome.
Yeah, now if you're with like your guy friends and you're just hanging out, or you're getting ready to go to a pregame, and you walk outside and you're like, hey guys, how do I look? Like, does this shirt look good? Does my hair look good? Like, obviously you're, you know, in the presence of safe company, you can be like, yeah, man, you look great. Like, whatever. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in the presence and specifically within the dynamic of other women, particularly women you're trying to like court or be, you know, flirtatious with. Do not talk about being hot.
If it was like, yeah, facts. Because even if it was something
unless maybe it's your friend, like me and you, like I could joke with you about, not that I actually think this, but like if I was joking with you about being hot.
Well, you are, because I tell you that you're hot. Like,
but I'm not interested in you. Like, we're friends. We're just friends. So.
Excuse me. Guys. He's lying, but sure, to go with that. Yeah, I mean, like, even if you are like a very, very attractive person and you comment, I actually guess I'm kind of baiting them. I'm weeding the really lame ones out. Like, whoever, even if you're so good looking and you click on objectively attractive as if you are agreeing that you are,
it ruins it. Also, my guy, why would you ever click on that?
I don't know.
If I saw a Hinge multiple, do you still have that multiple choice prompt?
We'll instantly hit it off if, 1, you're objectively attractive. 2, you give me your Netflix login. 3, you don't identify as long-term, open to short, or figuring it out at 31.
Okay, so the clear option is Netflix login. That's obviously the one people should be mentioning.
Or the last one.
Yeah, the last one, true, too. But I'm saying, like, the last one's a good selection if you can have a banter about it. The second one is the lob.
Stop biting.
The second one is clearly like...
Netflix login, yeah. Surprisingly, I wonder... Larry, stop biting.
Because that one, not only is it the easy, most low-key one, but you can make a comment about how, like, the extra fee I'm going to have to pay for another login is no problem. Or, like...
What are you doing?
Sorry, he's chilling.
Yeah, why did you do that, though?
What did you do?
I don't know. We just I don't know.
He was like burrowing.
He like spazzed on my leg, and it looked like he was having some sort of seizure.
No.
I'm about to delete Hinge. Oh God. Sorry. I'm so mean. That was such an uncalled for reaction on my point.
Stop it.
On my part. I really need to I'm in love.
Okay. Here's another thing I wanted to talk about. If it's a first date and you're excited about the first date and the other person is excited about the first date and there's a mutual attraction and there's chemistry and there's all the things that you want going into a first date. You're not necessarily like, this is my husband per se, as I would assume most people aren't, but you feel good about it generally. The question I'm trying to get at is if the person setting up the first date autonomously decides that they're taking you somewhere or you're doing something that maybe over indexes on your expectations, how does that, if anything, change for better or worse the way you're thinking about this guy? Like, what good or bad impressions could it give? I'll give you an example because you seem confused.
Yes.
If I'm setting up a first date, like, I could take a first date in so many directions, right? It could be dinner. It could be an activity. Mm-hmm. If it is dinner, it could be a myriad of restaurants.
Correct.
But let's just say, hypothetically, that I was feeling dangerous completely of my own accord, genuinely not because I'm trying to flex or trying to ball or like trying to, create a paycheck dynamic that I think is going to like get me in your pants. But I decide like, I'm going to take you somewhere sick. Okay. That is going to be expensive.
Okay.
And I'm not taking you there because it's expensive, but because it's going to be a sick experience. Like, let's say like I want to go to some like sweet omakase place and that's where we go.
Okay.
And going into the date, when I share the resi with you or when I tell you it's here and you inevitably look it up on Google Maps, or I tell you maybe like what the dress code is, you can immediately tell, you can glean from the information that it's going to be a nice place, the food's going to be incredible, the vibe's going to be awesome, and it's going to be expensive, and obviously you're not paying for a dime. Does that actually like work against me? Because are you thinking like, oh, is he just trying to ball and like I'm the type of girl that is giving him the impression that's what I want? Does it make you think I'm just trying to flex because I want to hook up with you?
It makes me think that you have money. It will make me think that like you have money, and I will assume that you're rich and that you want to be my sugar daddy.
Okay. So then let me tell you something.
So what I would say is don't do it if it extends beyond your actual means. Okay? Don't flex if you don't have the funds to back that flex.
Now let me ask you a follow-up question.
This is coming from a person that has like $30 in their bank account. So I would never be like, yeah, take me to this take me to this nice restaurant. You know what I mean? Like, because I would not be able to, like, I always want to be able to offer to split a bill with somebody. Like, and if I'm seeing that it's an $800 bill, I'm not even going to offer. So that's, by the way, embarrassing for me.
If the girl offers to split, never say yes.
Yeah, don't say yes because we're just girls.
Never say yes. It's a trap. And girls don't mean it as a trap. But it's like, let me tell you this, fellas. A girl who is offering to split with you is a huge green flag because it shows something about their character and how they see themselves and their level of independence. And just that they're like a sweet, nice girl. Do not accept. They don't want you to accept. Accepting isn't like, split it.
We just met you. Why do we
accepting isn't
you
like you showing that you're woke, down for equality. Accepting isn't showing like, oh, I'm gonna accept because you offered and I don't want to like put you down. Like, don't accept. The second you accept, you have undermined the entire date and how well you've potentially done.
And we don't even want to be like that, right? Like
you're not intending to do it, but it's true.
Because I genuinely know how expensive life is, and I don't think it's fair that men are like forced to pay for every single date, but I'm also under the assumption that I'm probably making less money than you. And
all I need is for you to offer.
Yeah. Just
you offer
as a girl, but
awesome.
As a guy, please never accept. We're just girls. We can't pay for anything.
And by the way, I'm not saying if a girl doesn't offer to split, I'm deducting points from her.
Sometimes like I wish I didn't feel the need to offer. I feel like so uncomfortable sometimes. I feel like
they just sit there.
Yeah, like how do you do that? I wish I could be like that. I wish I could not.
If you're on a first date and it's going well and you think the guy's hot and you've had a good first date, this is in the context of a dinner or some sort of meal. Would you think it's hot if when the waiter came over to give the check, I just gave the card and was like, I don't need to see it?
Yes.
I do that all the time.
Yes. Because then it takes the pressure off of us for like
sometimes
offering.
I even hand the card before they offer to bring the check. I'm like, just
because I also low key really feel awkward and uncomfortable offering because I know sometimes guys are like, no. But I'm also like, do you want to split it? Meanwhile, I know that I have no intention of splitting it or wanting to split it, but I just do it out of just, courtesy and because my mother raised me that way.
I've gotten feedback before that.
So yeah, so if you just take the pressure off of that whole interaction completely by, here you go. Oh, yes, that's attractive. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Sick. I'm going to keep doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Honestly, too, like completely outside of wanting to do something that is attractive to someone I'm on a date with, why do I need to see the bill? It's not going to change.
Right.
What am I going to see it in like barter?
Yeah, right.
Hey, actually.
Oh my God.
You think there's room on the fillet?
Talk about an
room to come down.
Wait a second. I'm pretty sure I ordered ranch here on the side and we didn't ever get the ranch. So can you please take that off?
You think it's an ick to itemize the bill and like make sure you were charged correctly?
Is this right? Yes, I think that's an ick. Just accept it. Accept your fate.
Interesting. That's kind of a hot take from you.
I think it's so awkward to ever. Oh my God. If you're doing that, stop.
Generally,
stop
I agree.
Now, I hate
anything
it.
even Karen adjacent at a restaurant, I'm not going to do it.
Wait, what do you mean that's a hot take from me? You think that I would barter? You think I would look at a receipt and be I didn't order this like this.
No, but the example you gave suggested that the ick was derived from someone who is claiming to have been overcharged. So the only reason why I said it was a hot take is because I definitely don't want to pay for something I didn't order.
Okay, but
you did say side of ranch, so it was only like $1.
Okay, but just don't look at the receipt. I don't think it's appropriate to analyze the receipt so much to like, unless you can look at it in like a split second and be like okay.
Yeah.
And then if you're gonna nickel and dime, and if you're gonna be like, listen, we ordered ranch, but we didn't get the ranch, and you're paying for that. No. I understand times are tough. No. I understand, and you want your money back for the ranch that you did not get. But if I see that, I'm like, damn, like, yeah, I'm upset about the ranch because I'm probably the one that ordered it. But it's an ick if you ask them to take off the ranch because we didn't get it. And if I see you doing that, I'm like, wow.
I never
can't just pay for the thing that we didn't get. You got to nickel and dime them.
I only look at the total so I can know what to tip. That's probably a really hot take.
That's probably like very controversial.
I only look at the total so I can know what to tip.
Yeah. But if you're looking
unless it's one of those bills that has the like 15, 18, 20, 22 and you just check it and it gives you the total after that.
Well,
those are nice because then you don't have to do math.
Yeah, I also just don't. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I can't recall an experience where that has happened where somebody has asked to like have the waiter, like a date has asked the waiter or waitress to fix something on the receipt.
Also, guys, if you're on
that ever happening, but I'm picturing it happening.
If you're on a first date,
that's like that.
If you're on a first date and it's going well, and the waiter asks if you're on a date, like have fun with your waiter. Like make it a fun experience. Be playful. Be a little flirty. Say it's a date. You might get a dessert comp. Like you might get like something cool might happen, and then the vibe expands beyond what you're creating together.
When does a waiter ever ask if it's a date? I feel like that's so awkward. Are you guys on a date? That's so awkward.
I've been on dates before where the waiter has asked like, how long have you two been together?
Oh.
And then I'm like, oh, actually, it's our first date. And then they'll be like, oh my God, no way. Like you guys seem like you've been, And I'll be like, and then that's when I can get like cheeky, and I'll be like, well, yeah, like
chemistry.
She's just giving me, chemistry or something. And then they comp a dessert or something,
Yo, actually, yeah, that did happen to me once.
Yeah.
It wasn't a first date though.
Oh.
It was with M.
Oh.
Yeah, the waiter was actually super hot.
Oh man, that's funny.
Another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust.
And another one gone, another one gone, another one bites the dust.
I would be down with that. If I was on a date and the waiter was also hot, it would keep me on my toes.
No, I'm getting jealous thinking about it. Only the male waiter's allowed to be hot. The girl waiter's not allowed to be hot.
No, that's what I meant. I said waiter.
Oh.
Yeah, I like a little friendly competition.
See, I would be, well, yeah.
Also, that brings me to another way more macro point that we're not going to go into too much depth right now, but don't be insecure, guys.
Yeah, I know it's really hard because I am sometimes really victim to the feeling of insecurity, but also, like, you got to realize, like, you got to understand that you're awesome and you got to accept it.
Yeah, be confident,
and
be secure.
Even if you're not, and even if you're ugly as shit, pretend like you are. You know why? Because fake it until you make it.
There's just so many. I just feel like there's so many good-looking people. Like, the way I see it, let's use your example, right, of the story you just told. If I was on a date with someone and we were at a restaurant and the waiter was a man and he was very attractive and I could obviously tell, like, what good does it serve me to be insecure? The person I'm on a date with is on a date with me.
Right.
Spending time
That's
with
such a
me.
good point. That's such a good point.
Like, you're already there.
Like, what are they going to do? They're going to go home with the waiter? Oh, that's happened before. Not to me, but, like, I've heard stories.
But probably in those stories, the date didn't go well.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah,
if
exactly.
the date goes well.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Just think about time and investment and effort spent. I think that point becomes even more paramount as a prospective relationship progresses. Like, if you're 3 or 6 or 9 months in with someone, like, you should be even more confident. Like, they're with you, my man.
Well,
like,
you know what's because you actually made this point once about your, like, friends. I think they're married or whatever. But, like, I'll always make the point, if the waiter or waitress, right? Like, if it's a waitress and she's, like, obviously very hot, I will make a point to be like, how hot is our waitress?
And I think
acknowledging that this person is very attractive, and then I'll, like, probably be a little cheeky and be like,
no, I think that's a huge green flag. If you have the type of relationship dynamic where you and your partner can talk about other people being hot, I love that. Dude, right? Because, like, I love that. Like, if I was on a date with my girlfriend and the waiter walked up and he was a beautiful man, I'd be like, God damn, bro.
Or, like, did you see that guy's, look at his buns, Or, like, did you see those girls' tits? And by the way, chicks think that's hot. And being like, yeah. Girls think that's hot, guys, because it shows how secure you are. And if you're secure, then the girl will make the joke too, and she won't feel some type of way when you play along, because then when your girlfriend sees a hot chick and she goes, whoa, that chick was super hot, and you go like, yeah, she was smoke. Here's a really good one if you're funny enough to pull this kind of thing off. Yeah, you do have to be funny. You got to be, okay, you see a guy, right? He's a beautiful, beautiful waiter man, and you're the boyfriend, you're my date, you're my significant other. The guy walks away, and you look at me dead in the face, and you go, I would fuck that man. That is so hot to me. Yeah. I'm into that. I play like that. And I'd be like, hell yeah, same here. And then we'd nux. Yeah. And then, then you'd probably be like, well, you're not allowed to say it. Only I'm allowed to say it. For all the ridiculous ways my dad and excuse you. For all the ridiculous ways my dad and my stepmom communicate, they do that really well. Like, we'll be out at dinner and like a hot waiter will come to the table and my dad will be like, Helen, you see this fucking guy? Mm-hmm. And she'll be like, holy shit, George. I love that. I think that's when you know you have a very secure relationship, and when you're secure in each other. Totally. Is when you can joke about that kind of thing. And the second that you lose that, and the second you can sense that the other person is genuinely insecure by somebody else's, by the attraction of, like, a customer service employee, worker. Industry. Yeah. And as soon as that becomes obvious that they are insecure,
Yeah.
Don't show your cards, man. You could be really insecure, but just keep that shit to yourself. Because I am like, I am not an extremely secure human being, but I will like fake it. I will pretend like I am, and I will make jokes about wanting to have sex with the waitress. But also, I might want to also have sex with the waitress.
Yeah, I don't want to have sex with the waiter, but I'll make a joke about it.
And the waiter. I want to have sex with
that.
both the waiter, the waitress, and you.
So,
just kidding. This is a family show.
Punchline, be secure. Use your security as a springboard for playfulness. That will bode well.
Use your security as a springboard for playfulness. Yes.
Yeah.
He's such a way with words.
But also, obviously, read the room. Like, if that's not how you and your partner communicate, then don't.
Yeah. Like, my parents, like, don't communicate like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, my parents
different
don't
strokes
do
for different folks.
But I would, personally, just acknowledge the fact of the matter. And then it just takes away from any and all awkwardness involving potential insecurity that might be involved in it.
Yeah.
Okay. When is it appropriate to define exclusivity? Because I might have just...
Good question.
Right, like there is a fine line between this is love bombing and
or not. What do you mean define?
Wait. This is love bombing, not love bombing. Sorry, this is an unhealthy attachment style, or this is the one, you could say. And there's no need to wait to define exclusivity.
Hold on, really quick. Do you mean define as in when do you and the other person have the are we exclusive conversation,
yes.
Or do you mean okay?
That's what I mean. And
so are you really asking when is it appropriate to initiate the conversation if the other hasn't initiated it already?
Both parties. Like, when is it too soon? Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes if
tough.
You're just both
it's like
feeling
kind of a little art, a little science.
It is, and it's like tricky because it's like, to me, exclusivity is the exact same thing as just defining the relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend. What is the difference? It's
not very far off, for sure.
There's not a huge difference. So then it's like, when is it too soon? Right? How long?
Yeah, I think the question becomes when is it too soon?
When is it too
Not
soon?
like when do you do it? I do think there is a too soon threshold. I think for two people who are going into a prospective relationship, who are dating with the intention of like having something serious and long term, I think too soon is anything before 8 weeks. That's what I'm...
As exclusivity or as boyfriend, girlfriend?
As exclusivity.
Whoa. Well,
Do you think that's too far? You think that's too much?
8 weeks, I think, is too much.
Okay, well, definitely 4.
I think
Definitely not
after
4.
like a week.
Well, but I think also the reason why I said 8 weeks is because I think part of it has to do with how much time you're spending together.
Right.
Like
that's also confusing.
If you're texting every day and like maybe you're...
often.
Well, hold on. What I was going to say was if you're texting every day, like pretty regularly, maybe you're sending some voice notes, maybe you talk on the phone sometimes, maybe you FaceTime, but it's been 6 weeks and you've only been on 3 dates. I feel like then that's too soon. But if it's been 7 weeks and you've been on 8 dates and have hung out.
It's like 2 months. I think.
I said 8 weeks. That's 2 months.
That's too long.
I think it all depends on how much time you're spending together in person.
It really also depends on the attachment style of each person.
True.
Like some people are very, very slow burns and slow movers and are very careful and cautious, and they won't ask you to even be their boyfriend or girlfriend, even if like they're living with you and not paying you rent. Sometimes that happens, and it's like, oh my God, wait, but you're literally living with me. What do you mean you don't know if we're boyfriend or girlfriend?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's
so.
insane.
But then sometimes it's like you've been talking for a week and you hang out and you like you just have a connection with the person and they're like, well, I don't want to talk to anybody else right now. So I'm
why can't? But I think in that situation,
and it's been like a few days.
But I think I hear you and you're right. But I think in that situation, if you start dating someone and you like them and you're like really feeling some type of way about them, but it's still early, instead of getting wrapped up in the exclusivity thing, just like intentionally channel your energy towards them.
Yeah. That's
basically the same thing, but you just didn't say anything.
Yeah, facts.
And then what
if it doesn't work out? Like that's the tricky part is like you convince yourself, like, wow,
but you didn't commit to anything if it didn't work
I know, but mentally, emotionally you did, right? Like emotionally you haven't been talking to people, you haven't been on Hinge, you haven't been texting other people, or you've been like ignoring other interests, love interests who are reaching out to you because you're like, for me personally, it's like I eventually like lack the desire to, like, I don't want to reach out or talk to anybody else, and I only want to be with that person, which is like unfortunate because that does happen to me quite a bit, even early on into the whatever it is. And then I'm fucked. Like if it doesn't work after 2 weeks, which has happened with Jay, like I was locked in on that. It was pretty much just like, all right, this is it. And then it doesn't work out. And then I'm like, well, now what? I closed off all of my other options. So it's tough when you have an anxious attachment type of attachment style like myself, because you almost treat these people, I don't want to say like drugs, but kind of.
No, I get that.
You know, you get it.
Once again, self-awareness on 100.
You get attached very, very easily. I mean, I've done a lot of, I know. I mean, I know my attachment style, but I could say it all day and admit it and be self-aware about it, but I'm still lacking the ability to change it. Like we just had this conversation with Jay and I'm like literally doing the same fucking thing with this guy and I can't help it.
I know but see, the problem is the reason why I think you're doing it again with this guy is because compared to your last like 8 prospects, he's way over indexing on certain things that you are looking for, that you want, that you haven't been getting.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, he's actually nice and he treats you nice.
Yeah, he is.
And like respectful.
Well, they all did. Right? They all do. Who did you meet? Yeah. Like Frosted Flakes was very nice and respectful.
Yeah, that's true. But you were the one that fizzled that.
I know, because
I guess you're right. I guess I am doing more of a strict comparison to Jay in terms of just like the overall dynamic of communication and demeanor.
Like they have a different way of going about relationships, I believe.
Yeah, he's from across the pond.
No, he was he was born in Brazil, but like grew up in America, but then like went to college in Paris and also like spent some of his childhood in Spain.
Yeah.
I haven't even like
really, ladies, is that a thing?
Yeah,
like when you actually start to like a guy, you're like, oh no, what's wrong with him?
Yeah,
physically.
And then you like wait to do anything, you know, like you want to wait until there's some sort of commitment before you.
The build-up's hot.
Yeah, it also gives them a little something to like work for. You know, give it all the way right away. Like all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, it's date 3, it's time, because that's an expectation. I'm expected to, and they pressure me.
Is that?
And then all of a sudden, I'm like. Well, it's almost an expectation after like date. From my experiences, the men that I have been, maybe I'm just picking the wrong men, have been very forward and very like not aggressive, but like very sexually forward on the first date, the second date, the third, like all of the dates. There have only been a select few that have been like respectful and have just kept it like.
Don't do that. Like I can read the room. So if you're giving me a signal that like you want it.
And so if like I am being seduced, it is hard for me in the moment of seduction to be like, no.
That's the definition of seduction. But what I'm saying to the gentleman watching is like,
what am I getting angry at again? What's the point of the conversation?
You're saying that
I was getting somewhere with that.
You were saying that like you almost kind of fall victim to like the expectation of physicality and sexuality.
Well, right. It is expected almost kind of like.
But what I'm saying is, guys, like don't intentionally seduce. It's the exact same concept of like
they'll say what you're saying and they'll just say, well, if they're, you know, if I'm getting a hint that they want it, then I'm gonna, and sometimes it's like I'm hinting, but I don't even know I'm hinting.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Appreciate the build up.
Like a lot of the guys even just like make out on the first date, which is fine. And like I'll make out on the first date, but sometimes I don't want to make out on the first date.
Make out on the first day. That is a danger.
Every single guy, pretty much that I've been on, yes, they always are the ones that initiate it.
Oh, I don't even go into a first date expecting I'm gonna kiss the person.
Who am I dating now? Because they all initiate the makeout.
And if I do,
which is fine. If I
do kiss the person on the first date, it is only going to be like as I'm putting her in the Uber. You know?
Maybe I'm not dating gentlemen. But no, because this guy, like my current prospect, he's He like made out with me on the first date.
But what precipitated it?
He invited me over.
No, like the actual...
He invited me over. He's like, I really want to show you my apartment. It's really cool. And I am like so awkward. So I will literally be like, all right, I'll come, but no funny business.
That's not awkward. I mean, that's funny.
No funny business, pal. And they're like, and I'm like, I'm serious. Literally keep your hands to yourself. And then I go over there and then like they end up like just making out with me, which is fine. He was a great kisser. And now here we are, you know.
I think the problem becomes when you're forward about it. Like, I'm assuming that when you went over to his apartment, in the minute or 2 minutes before you started making out, he wasn't like, okay, so you want to make out now? Like, don't be forward about it.
I mean, I never lean in for anything. Ever.
Okay.
I'm getting leaned in on. What am I going to be like?
Well, no? You got it. So here's the thing. Here's what I will say. I think guys definitely should not expect any sort of physicality on the first date.
Yeah,
I think
wait
guys
for us to make the move, okay? Like,
well, hold on. That was the one thing I'm going to say. It is a very dangerous game. Just let me get through this really quick. I don't think guys should expect physicality on the first date. I don't think guys should be like trying to shove their tongue down your throat on the first date. I don't think guys should be thinking in their head like, oh, date 3, I'm definitely getting laid, anything like that. That being said, I have gotten a lot of feedback in the past that it is very attractive and women ultimately do want a guy to like take charge at some point. Like basically what I'm trying to say is help me understand as a man who is very gentlemanly and will never do anything inappropriately, how I walk the line between that and also not making you as the woman feel like, what the fuck, why hasn't he kissed me yet?
He did straddle me.
No, I didn't. You gotta stop saying that. Here's the thing, because like
it wasn't a straddle.
I have been told by girls before that they're almost like, dude, you should have just kissed me. Like, why did you ask? Or like, why did it take that long? Or like some women have literally told me before, like, I appreciate how nice and gentlemanly you're being. I appreciate how comfortable you're trying to make me, but like it would have been hotter if you just kissed me. I clearly wanted you to. So what I'm saying is for the guys watching, like help us understand that. Is that just an anomalous opinion that is in the minority and I'm kind of like messing up the statistics here and we should actually be waiting for you to make the move?
I don't even know how to make a move, so I don't even know what I'm trying to say there because I genuinely don't even know how I would make.
Because once again, I think I consider myself very good at reading physical body language, eye contact, like the general vibe. Like I think I can tell when you want me to kiss you.
Wow, so you really thought that I wanted you to show me that first date?
No, first date. We were hanging out in podcast planning.
He literally. Okay, sorry.
God, get over it. I think that
I'll get over you.
I think that is the one thing. It's like, do I truly just wait for you to make the move? Because you literally just said you're not going to lean in.
I don't know.
You're kind of talking out of both sides of your mouth now.
I don't know. Do I ever make sense? No.
But maybe what you're saying, if I can decipher you a little bit, is like you're not necessarily going to make the first move in the sense that you're like actually going to lean in and like initiate the approach.
Well, if you're like cuddling and like,
but you could give the sign.
I don't know. I feel like there's a very organic way of doing it.
Yeah, there's a look. There's a head motion.
Let me move. Like, let's say we're on a couch. Let me move close to you. Don't come over to me. That immediately is too aggressive in my opinion. Especially, but like guys assume that if I'm inviting you over to hang out, you're assuming automatically that means hookup. It does not. It literally does not. Okay, just because I'm inviting you over to like rot on my couch does not mean that I want to hook up with you.
But also fair play. Playing devil's advocate real quick. Give the gentlemanly men a chance because I invite women to my apartment and I genuinely do not intend to do anything sexual with them. So don't assume that because I invited you to my apartment, I'm only trying to / expecting to get in your pants.
Oh, okay.
Like my apartment, my apartment's nice.
Yeah, I feel like you've invited people over before, just because like.
Yeah, I want to hang out. Like nice, I spent a bunch of money to set up a nice place. I got nice speakers. I got bottles of wine. I got candles.
That's probably what they assume, though. Usually, that's why I always preface with like, "Listen, I'm."
No, I always disclose. I'm like, listen.
Assume that if a woman is inviting them over to their apartment, that they want to hook up, but it's not. I genuinely just want to hang out. And like, I find it easier sometimes to hang out in the comfort of my own establishment, in my own abode.
And too, I think it is nice. Like, I do think there's a point in a prospective relationship when you're dating someone and you're getting to know them and you want to spend time with them, where like there does come a point where it's refreshing to just hang out. Like, not every time has to be this whole date, a whole dinner, a whole activity.
That's why I do. That's why I.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. It ends up being bad
because men are.
And that's how I do think that's also how you like form a bond. Like, that is there is a certain level of intimacy to that type of quality time. Like, we're on the couch, we're just watching TV.
Yes,
we're watching
and it's also like very
we're talking.
Yes, and it's very telling also for me, depending on how.
I'm just trying to freaking tear at you.
And how aggressive you are. Like, the good thing about. What should we call him? Francois. Is that he, like, I did invite him over and he was like so respectful. Like, he just like gave me a bunch of forehead kisses. And then he was like, can I sleep here? And then gave me a forehead kiss. I'm like, yeah, if I can just get those all night. Like, didn't even try anything. And it was just like it was just so refreshing that like I didn't feel like somebody was attacking me. Okay.
We'll see you guys later.
We will see you guys
long-term open to short.
Next time.
We'll
see you when I see you. I will see you then, or I will see you another time.
Sweet dreams.